Our theme at Navigators 2025 was how to be an expert in the moment. This webinar will address a requirement of being an expert in the moment. I'm Angela. I'm a CSM at Tibersoft. My goal is to help you be an expert in the moment. So let's talk about why speed and precision are requirements in this endeavor. Customers expect quick, accurate, and tailored solutions. Being proactive rather than reactive shows your expertise and the ability to confidently present information, answer tough questions, and discuss options clearly is essential. Every client situation is unique, whether it's a large-scale operation or a smaller niche request. Your ability to act with speed and precision makes you stand out. Speed impacts customer satisfaction and revenue. Precision ensures you're in the right place with the right product at the right time. However, being an expert in the moment in food away from home faces some unique hurdles. Our industry ecosystem is complex. We have far more supply chain players than retail, and each party has its own rapidly changing priorities and problems. Our teams must be well versed across many product lines and categories, and our trade programs are much more complicated. As we know, there can be several valid trade payments made against a single case of product. Payments to distributors, redistributors, GPOs, operators. Success in the food away from home ecosystem requires data-driven insights. But even our data is complex. We lack data standards and shared formats. There are so many data sources and applications to access the data that it's hard to know when to use which tool or resource for which job, leading to frustration and potentially poor adoption of tools. It sets folks up for using the wrong tool or wrong data to answer their business questions. Furthermore, this overabundance of data and resources can make it difficult to prioritize which issues or opportunities deserve your time. Trade claims, a primary data source for contracted business, can arrive weeks or even months after an operator buys a case of product. This latency drives a hard choice. Take action sooner, but with possibly incomplete data, or wait till data is complete and risk acting too late. This makes it very difficult to be an expert in the moment. The solution, as always, lies in people, processes, and technologies. To paraphrase a statement Chris Hart made on the podcast with the Food Institute, data alone is not going to give you actionable insights. You should have a 50-50 mix of data and food away from home experts, people who know the business. So how can you help your team be experts in the moment? Your organizations are staffed with lots of talented, smart people. So the focus here is how to empower them with the right tools for the task. Well, that's where productivity starts. For instance, field sales needs turnkey solutions, but they need flexibility to accommodate different customer needs. One approach is ensuring reports or dashboards are customizable. So if they need to view the data by category or brand, they can make that adjustment quickly. Standardize, but allow for customization. For example, we have a 4 quadrants dashboard that allows users to select the level they need to view their performance, but the overall report layout is fixed for ease and speed of use. Empowering your team also means ensuring everyone is playing from the same sheet of music. This comes in two forms: having one source of truth and ensuring everyone is aligned on goals or how success is measured, key metrics like penetration, velocity, or days outstanding. The organization needs one source of truth to better control how data is used and ensure consistency. That gets back to the precision aspect of being an expert in the moment. If two different people run an analysis and get different results, that undermines not only the trust in the data, but can result in frustration or incorrect decisions. Goal alignment and measurement ensures teams are focused on the right things and understand where they are in relation to those targets. Oftentimes, budgets live in a finance spreadsheet and reporting isn't available on demand. Several of our clients have loaded budgets into Explore Pro and My Insights, so their teams can track their performance and make timely course corrections. A key part of being an expert in the moment is leveraging others for their expertise. You shouldn't do all the heavy lifting yourself. For instance, Tibersoft CSMs are available for ad hoc analysis and reporting. The OpTrade community is available for best practice sharing and guidance. So, what services do other vendors offer? What can IT business partners do? Are you fully utilizing your business partners, the systems, tools, and people you have available to you today? While having too many places to go for the data is something to avoid, each of these data sources and tools provides value. So reach out to your contacts to see what they can do to help you get the most out of their data and/or tools. And of course, any people-related guidance naturally should include feedback loops to ensure continuous learning, motivation, and performance improvement. The feedback should indeed be a loop flowing from manager to employee and back again. Ask teams for their feedback on tools and processes. Are there resource gaps? Are the available tools effective and easy to use? Coach teams on best practices, sharing successes, and learn from those missed opportunities. Inefficient processes can hinder even top performers. By implementing and continuously refining processes that leverage both human expertise and technology to drive consistent, positive outcomes, organizations can ensure their teams are devoting the most time to higher value initiatives. Most of you are familiar with the jobs to be done concept. It's a methodology that focuses on the task to be completed and how to complete the task. The jobs to be done framework distills the why into one or a series of specific questions that, when answered, deliver insights that drive action. By applying a framework like jobs to be done, leaders can build consistency and therefore efficiency to tasks such as call planning, business reviews, annual planning, or book of business evaluations. For example, a job that needs to be done is to create a process that validates your current book of business, along with the opportunities in your book of business to prioritize the high value accounts or opportunities by segment, region, operator, etc. What metrics do you use to ensure that you have enough people working for your current book of business, plus the opportunities in that market? Additionally, you want to validate your KPIs to make sure they are at the right level of prescriptiveness. Too much detail, and you get lost in the weeds, which could send team members chasing ghosts. Too little data, and the output's not really actionable. At Tibersoft, we often talk about the importance of training. Time and again, we've seen the benefits of at least semi-regular training regimens to ensure teams are approaching common tasks like business reviews, call planning, in a consistent, effective manner. Training on tools, even if they are straightforward tools, provides often needed refreshers that bolster adoption. Training also provides valuable opportunities for those feedback loops. And finally, can you automate routine tasks and streamline some communication between your internal teams, sales teams, and if applicable, your broker market? Using branded reports and or streamlined reporting ensures everyone has the same look to their reports. Using the focus of experts in the moment, are there other processes that can be reviewed or created to give your team processes that work for them? Lastly, how can technology help you be an expert in the moment? Data latency is one of the big challenges the food away from home industry is facing. Food away from home has historically been the last stop for data, which means we can get data up to 6 months after the sale occurred. What can we do as an industry to change this? One, we can address this as an industry. Two, manage the data we have to get faster visibility. For example, during our Navigators conference, Chris Hart stated a roadmap item for Tibersoft is to create a new operator review concept, apples to apples, for claims using AI to generate forecasts. We're not acting fast enough with the data we have today. And why is that? Well, a lot of times we're not sure the data is complete, so we wait for time to pass, and that time could be substantial. With the new apples to apples, we'll be able to report on data faster and then use historical data with AI. We can generate forecasts so we can measure how we did last quarter within 30 days of the quarter end. Consolidation and simplification. Merging multiple data sources and/or applications may be a long-term goal. So to help your teams today, you can use jobs to be done type methodology and/or create playbooks to give your teams guidance on where to go to accomplish required tasks. For example, you can track volume loss due to lost business. You can use Tibersoft's lost business report to create a call list of locations who have stopped purchasing. Are there opportunities to simplify your data by consolidating resources for quick insights, some one-stop shopping? For example, can you pull in marketing target lists into your CRM and merge that with claims data so your sales team can confirm they're calling on the right accounts and that they're getting the expected volume? One of the issues we identified was the fact that there were too many places to go and each job seems to come with its own data and/or application. So can you centralize them? For example, if your sales team lives in your CRM, integrate your claims data directly into your CRM. And if they live in Tibersoft, can you pull CRM data into Tibersoft? Can you blend in outside data like hospital groups, college groups, lodging brands, or families? Can you create a place where your teams have a single source of truth? Do you have the sales dashboards or reports with all of the data in one place? Aggregating and activating siloed, underutilized data by embedding it into a single application can increase efficiency. Every food away from home company is using data, AI, and/or predictive analytics in their organizations to enhance customer satisfaction, improve overall operational efficiency, and even drive sales growth, although primarily on the retail side. Whether it's through predictive demand forecasting, real-time quality control, or personalized product offerings, data-driven strategies are helping all of the food away from home companies stay competitive and meet the evolving needs of their customers. If these tools are being used in production and retail, why not in food away from home sales and finance? Finally, don't forget to measure your successes. Like, how quickly are deals closing? Are your response times improving? Are there fewer clawbacks or rebate short pays? Did your overall revenue increase? And remember, all of this works if you work it. This is not a one and done. This is continuous improvement. Think about which actions you could start now that would show immediate results to build momentum. Here are a few things you can think about as first steps. Prioritize your book of business plus opportunities. CRM and data integration for one-stop reporting. Industry collaboration to reduce data latency. Dashboards and reports for one-source truths. AI partnership to forecast volume and fill gaps. Create jobs to be done playbooks. Ongoing trainings for technology adoption. Easily accessible KPI tracking reports. And then defined feedback loops to continue refining and improving. Thank you.